I'm the highest in the room. Hope I make it out of here. We ain't stressing about the loot. My block made a quesadilla. This not the molly, this the boot. Ain't no coming back from here. Little life, a life.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 29 of Diamond and the Rough Sports Talk. For today's special guest, we had the very talented third baseman out of the historic John Curtis Christian School, Mr. Austin Ackel. Mr. Ackel, we welcome you to the show, and we thank you for letting us interview you. So just tell us, during this pandemic, how are you and your family holding up so far?
We're doing good, just chilling at the house, people just hanging out, just keeping like those regular basis, just
Definitely.
working.
Definitely. Well, Netterville, the floor is now yours.
At what age did you develop a strong passion for baseball, and who introduced you to the sport?
It was kind of like watching my big brothers and stuff play, and my dad, he introduced it to me, and we would probably around 10, 11 years old. I started like something that's like, yeah, this is what I really want to do when I get older. And when I was turning 12 and 13, I was like, yeah, this is serious. Like that's when I started taking it serious.
Do you have aspirations to play baseball at the collegiate level?
Almost definitely. Like I want to play until God says I can't play anymore. I'm gonna try to play as long as I can.
Are you of SEC, ACC, Big 12, Big 10, Pac-12 kind of guys?
With the past rankings that came out as a top player in the nation from over the summer, I believe I can play all up in the highest D1 level.
What is John Curtis' track record in baseball in developing their players?
We got a good amount of players that came out of high school from John Curtis, Kane Beloso, Logan Stevens, all those big guys who are playing in top 25 schools. I could just be one of the next.
What is your favorite position to play on the field, and why?
I'd probably have to say either third or pitcher. I'd probably say pitcher because I like to control the game, and just have it in my hands and work with the tempo and the pace I want to work.
What kind of special skills do you need to play first and third base?
You gotta have quick feet, and good hand-eye coordination, because at any given moment you could have a hot shot come at you, and you gotta be able to read it off the bat well and read all the hops.
What have you learned as a freshman and Austin McCready as a senior? What have you learned from him?
Austin is a great guy, great person, great player. As you know, he's going to Memphis to play.
Yes, sir.
He's just a great person. As he's a senior, he taught me a lot this year. Coming in and showing me the way. Being a freshman at Curtis, it's a big thing to start as a freshman on a varsity team. And he kind of just taught me everything, and me and him still keep in touch. Me and him are best friends now.
That's what's up. Are you on any type of special diet or anything to stay in baseball shape? Are you eating anything or?
I kind of just try to stay high protein, low carb, and just try to keep my build good. Working out every day, hitting the weights and stuff like that. Just trying to stay right.
What kind of workouts are you doing?
Me and my buddies, Logan Stevens, who I was talking about, Curtis. He lives on the North Shore actually by me, and me and him work out together, and we lift, run, all that agility and stuff like that. Work on core, so we keep it straight.
For my last question, what is your burning desire?
It's just to live good. Whenever I get older, if I'm lucky enough to have kids and family, just support them and get whatever they need.
That's nice. Reference on you, my brother.
So just, a few moments ago, you mentioned the rankings. Can you tell us what your rank?
I know I was 12th in the state for my class. I was the third ranked third baseman in my class, and I was I would believe I was 29th in the nation.
Wow. That's special, man. That's real special. So tell us, man, what would you say is the hardest pitch to hit in your personal opinion, and are there any leading indicators that can say that you can kind of look out for to say, okay, this pitch is coming? Is there?
You kind of just try to read the ball out of his hand when he's delivering it, but the pitch that kind of gave me the trouble most a lot would probably be like a high fastball, because you see it, it's like, this is the pitch you want to hit, because it looks so big coming out. But, I think if I can just lay off of those, and if you see curveball, changer coming out of hand, sit back and just try to drive it to the opposite side of the field.
Definitely. So, about how many hours a day do you spend on hitting and your different fundamentals as far as hitting?
Well, when I'm by myself down, because I'm lucky enough to have a cage in my house and weights and all that stuff, so if I'm by myself, I'll do middle and out T, some hand drills, some balance drills, just to stay intact like that. But if I got some of my guys that came over and training. We'll do some soft toss or live. So it's roughly about 2.5 hours, pushing 3 when we work out.
So tell us, as you mentioned, you're a pitcher as well.
Sure.
So can you tell us what's the difference between a 2-seam and 4-seam fastball?
Well, the 4-seam is usually going to be a flatter fastball. Try to work it, try to hit a spot, or try to get off fastball to try to finish in at bat. 2-seam will move in or out. They'll just have run on it, so the 2-seam will run if you're trying to like get them chasing or something like that.
Right.
So.
Okay, so third base is your primary position. Is there a third baseman in the MLB that you model your game after? And if so, what is it about the game that you like so much?
Nolan Arenado. Okay. Me and him, I think that my play type is kind of like his, but I don't want to be like any other player. I'm going to be myself,
Definitely.
Strong arm, makes good plays, quick on his feet, and has a good bat. So, I kind of just think our games compare. I think my play compares to his,
Definitely. So as you have to be very skilled to play baseball. In my opinion, I played baseball when I was younger, but I was a football player, and I always said baseball was the hardest.
Yes, sir.
Trying to hit a ball that's not very big, your fundamentals, the different things you have to. So just tell us how important it is to start when you're young and to keep building on those skills.
I think like starting young will help a lot, but I think it's just the work you put in. I mean, you can see guys stories that they start in high school, just playing, picking up junior year, sophomore year, and the MLB greats. I mean, I think starting young helps out a lot, but I think it's just kind of like the work you put in. Okay. And if you put in more work, you'll get the results.
Right. I don't know, man, if you have ever seen the Last Dance documentary. In this past episode, it was talking about Michael Jordan and him playing baseball, and man, I just thought it was really unique to see how he was 17 when he stopped playing, and he hadn't picked up a baseball again until he was 31, and was able to come and play. He had his struggles, but just to even, like I said, to come into the minor leagues and do a little bit of what he was able to do I thought it was pretty incredible.
Cool. I mean, he's an athlete. Athletes are able to do what they want to do if you put them onto it.
Definitely. So tell us how essential it is to have a strong core in baseball.
People like to say upper body, hit the ball far, or you need your legs to pitch or to catch. I mean, if you don't have the core to keep you balanced, you can't do any of that. I mean, catching, you got to have your core. Pitching, you have to have your core. Batting, you have to have your core to stay balanced. So core is a big thing into it.
Definitely. So take us back to the Marici World Series. Am I pronouncing that right?
Yes, sir, Marici, yes, sir.
Okay. What is your fondest memory from that World Series? And then could you just tell us the team that you guys faced in the championship game?
We played the Louisiana Tigers in the championship game. Another team out of Louisiana. They were a really good team. But I mean, I think the best thing was playing teams all over the country. And I mean, they even had a team from Korea in it. Wow. So we got to meet all those guys. I think it was just a really good tournament, good atmosphere. It was at LSU in the opening day. So I mean, you just got to meet all those guys, which was very fun. I think the best moment was probably when we won it, because it was a very long and hard tournament. Great teams in it,
Yeah.
So I just think just the icing on the cake was taken first.
Definitely, and that speaks volumes to have 2 Louisiana teams in the championship.
Yeah.
This area is very good for baseball. It's very, very, very good. And
it's slept on.
It's slept on. It is. So can you tell us your social media platforms and how to follow you?
You can follow me on Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, all at Austin Ackel, AustinAckel.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes episode 29 of Diamond in the Rough Sports Talk. Thank you.